Hi everyone. If you're watching this video, you and or your family are interested in learning how to age in place successfully. My name is Cecilia Ramos. I am a doctoral candidate for the Occupational Therapy program at the University of St. Augustine for Health Sciences. Let me begin by introducing occupational therapy and its role in aging in place. Occupational therapy is a profession that focuses on assisting people in developing, maintaining, and or regaining skills necessary to perform everyday tasks or meaningful activities. In this profession, occupations are referred to activities you occupy your time with, whether those are self-care tasks like bathing and teeth brushing, socialization, school tasks, hobbies, and much more. Aging in place can be described in many ways and has different meanings to everyone. So for the purposes of this video guide, I am defining aging in place as an older adult choosing where to age, that is, with family, friends, their spouse or partner, and at the place of their choosing, whether that is in an owned or rented home, apartment, or retirement home. The skills and resources that will be shared in this educational video guide will assist with performing everyday tasks safely in the place of their choosing. Using mobility and adaptive devices. This video is intended for older adults and their families to learn new skills, modify their activities, and promote participation in meaningful activities. In this video, I will discuss functional mobility, which encompasses moving throughout your environment to complete daily tasks. Functional mobility can be done with or without an assistive device. It is important to note that using an assistive device can help by providing some support when moving throughout your environment, inside or outside your home. I will discuss some commonly used devices and other equipment that can be installed in your home for improved performance and safety. Mobility devices can create opportunities to participate in activities. First off, what is a mobility device or assistive device? These are pieces of equipment used to provide support or stability for someone when they are walking or moving from one place to another. For example, equipment used for walking can be crutches, canes, wheelchairs, or walkers. In this video, I will discuss 1-point canes, 4-point canes, standard walkers, front wheel walkers, and rollators. This includes the device's usage, characteristics, proper fitting and sizing, how to use the device, and some disadvantages. Single-point cane and 4-point cane. These canes are used to compensate for impaired balance or to provide stability. They can be used on stairs and in narrow, confined areas because they're lightweight and they don't take up as much space, so they're very compact. It is important to fit or size an assistive device properly. Otherwise, it can cause decreased stability and safety. The whole purpose or reason for using a cane is to improve your stability and balance, so it must be properly fitted for best use. For a cane, it would be good to have someone assisting and confirming the fit, or you can look at yourself in the mirror to confirm. I recommend being properly fitted by an occupational therapist, physical therapist, or your primary care physician if able. The length of the cane is determined by the person using it. Now, standing upright, place the cane at the appropriate side, whether that's right or left. Have it hovering between the side of your leg and the inside of your arm or hand. Your wrist should be just past the hand grip of the cane. So now you can adjust the height accordingly. Once adjusted and checked once more, the cane should be properly fitted. Now, how do you walk with a cane? There are two ways you can walk with a cane. The first one goes like this. With the cane on the opposite side of your affected leg, you can take a step with this affected leg and then another step with your unaffected leg, and finally move the cane forward. The sequence would go step, step, cane, step, step, cane. Another way to walk with this device is by moving the cane as you take a step with your affected leg. This happens with the cane still on the opposite side of the affected leg. The sequence would go affected leg, cane, simultaneously. Opposite leg, affected leg, cane, opposite leg, and so on. Standard walker, front-wheeled walker, and rollators. All of these are used when more support and stability is required for safe mobility. There are various styles, but all of them have 4 supports or legs, and some may have 2 or 4 wheels. Most are lightweight, and some are even foldable, so they can be stored. Why choose one walker over the other? Or why would a therapist or a physician recommend one walker over the other? The standard walker's design is slightly different. It has 4 legs, no wheels, so it requires lifting to move forward. As mentioned before, this device is more suitable for people who need more support to increase their stability and balance for safe walking. Because the user must lift the walker, upper body strength and endurance are necessary to lift and stabilize the walker repeatedly. Walking with this type of walker can look differently depending on your limitations. For example, pain at the right or left hip due to previous surgery or arthritis, etc. The front-wheeled walker also has 4 legs. However, the front 2 legs have wheels, and the back legs do not. Because of the wheels in the front, this walker becomes easier to push, thus not requiring as much upper body strength and endurance as the standard walker. There is a sequence you must follow when walking with this type of walker as well. It is very similar to a standard walker, except you are not lifting the whole walker, and you may be able to just push it forward. The rollator has 4 legs with wheels and is often seen with handheld brakes, and it can come with other accessories like a seat, storage pouch, tray holder, and others. Because of the 4 wheels, it becomes easier to push the walker and does not require much upper body strength. This walker offers less stability due to its 4 wheels. However, it is a good option for those looking for some support and the opportunity to sit and rest for those long distances. To properly fit any of these walkers, you should be standing upright, and the hand grip of the walker should be placed at the same level as your wrist crease. So adjust the walker accordingly. For best and safest use, the walker must be properly fitted by a physical therapist, occupational therapist, or primary care doctor. Now that I have described some mobility devices, there are a few factors that you must consider when choosing a device. There are a few ways to get the device you're searching for. There are various online options like Amazon, and there's also sites that are specific to your kind of device. Remember, when ordering online, your device may come in large packaging, and you may require some assistance with assembly if this is your method for obtaining. You may have already seen these devices at your local drugstore too, so you must be aware of your physical needs prior to purchasing. You can do this by going to your healthcare provider and being assessed. In your community, there may be lending closets where you can rent a device or have it gifted to you from a previous owner. Some pros to lending closets are that you can try the device before purchasing, or if your needs are going to change soon. So maybe you only need the device for a recent surgery or injury, and that way you're able to give the device back. If the device is obtained from insurance, you should be aware that Medicare Part B covers durable medical equipment, such as canes and walkers, if they are deemed medically necessary by a Medicare enrolled doctor and prescribed for home use. Once approved, typically Medicare covers a certain percentage, and you may be responsible for the remaining balance. Coverage may be denied if there's no prescription, the supplier isn't Medicare enrolled, or the device is not considered medically necessary. For more information on your Medicare benefits, you should contact Medicare or your local state health insurance assistant program for personalized support. Understanding these factors will allow you to make a better choice about your mobility devices, ensure they truly meet your needs, and help you participate in daily activities more comfortably and safely. Walking throughout your home is not the only place that you can participate in walking. You can use these devices outside of the home too. In fact, getting out of the home to participate in social activities like having coffee at a friend's house or completing other tasks like grocery shopping has demonstrated an improved positive sense of self, improved well being, and also contributes to decreasing feelings of isolation or loneliness among older adults. One way to ensure that you spend some time outside of the home is by creating the habit of meeting with your friends or loved ones for breakfast or coffee once a week or every 2 weeks. Creating this habit will allow for meaningful conversations and interactions that can contribute to improved quality of life. This part of the video will encompass modifications that can be done to the environment. I will mainly discuss things that can be altered in the home. However, some of these can translate to other places where you may participate in meaningful activities. One of the main things you must be able to do while living at home is get around. Go from the bedroom to the bathroom and go from the living room to the kitchen. As you're doing this, obstacles may either slow you down, not allow you to reach your destination, or just be hazardous. I will be discussing a few ways you can modify things in your home environment, like steps, lighting, ramps, and handrails. Rugs have proven to be hazardous in the home, especially when using a mobility device. So I recommend removing the rug completely. But if you love it, there are some changes you can make. You can do a few things to your rug so that you will not trip and feel safer when moving throughout your home. Some options include double-sided tape, which, as shown here, you can attach it to your rug, and then there is a fill that you remove, and that can also be pressed onto your floor. The other option is rug grippers that attach to your carpet rug and then attach to your floor. And then there are also rug pads, and these rug pads are customizable. You can cut them up to the length of your rug and place it right under it, and it should grip to the floor and your rug so that it does not move. These can all be purchased both online and at various stores. Now for the steps in your home. You can make these more visible by adding lighting or some bright tape. Your choice depends on your needs and preferences. There is glow-in-the-dark or vibrant tape, shown here. You should place the tape to highlight or add contrast to a step you often miss, or where there is a change in terrain, like hardwood flooring to carpet, or vice versa. This tape will remind you to adjust your balance or pick up your mobility device. This may not look great in your home, but you will be safer and feel more comfortable navigating. If taping your floor is not a viable option for you, you can make steps more apparent by adding motion sensor lighting or night lights wherever it seems appropriate. Proper lighting is needed for any task you are to complete, and as we age, our vision tends to change. Increased lighting should be tailored to the person and to the specific task, since it has been shown to improve independence and safety. To ensure proper lighting, you must consider the type of lighting, the place, and the tasks or activities you are to complete there. There are a few types of lighting you must learn about to think about which one may assist you in becoming safer and more confident in your abilities. First, ambient lighting. This is the one that fills the room, usually the one that is overhead or on the ceiling. You can think of this as general lighting. Next is task lighting. This one is directed onto the task. For example, using a tall or gooseneck lamp can provide optimal lighting for reading or other tasks. If being used for tasks that require the use of your dominant hand, you can place the lamp on the opposite side to avoid shadows. For example, when you're writing, drawing, or cross-stitching, anything that has to do with one hand or your dominant hand. You should also consider using LED lights for more fluorescent lighting. Lamps were needed for specific tasks, motion sensor night lights for walking through hallways. You can put these under or inside kitchen cabinets. They can assist with meal preparation tasks and finding objects within your cabinets. Should consider putting them in your closet, or you can add tap lights. That way you can see what you're looking for in a dark closet. Another aspect of the environment you can adjust is glare. Glare occurs when there is too much lighting in the environment, reflected sunlight while outdoors, or reflected light indoors from surfaces such as floors or walls. Glare can affect how our eyes view the environment and can cause discomfort or decrease our ability to complete the task. Some options to reduce glare are using sheer curtains or shades to filter natural lighting from the windows, pictured here. Shiny surfaces on the countertops or flooring can cause glare too. An option to reduce this glare is to change the light source's positioning. If changing the environment is not a viable option for you, consider using sunglasses while navigating the home. These sunglasses will reduce glare. Here's an example of those sunglasses. Installing a ramp should be considered when overcoming steps or when there is a height difference at a doorway or an entrance becomes difficult or unsafe, especially if you are using a mobility device. Steps require some balance, so if you already see these balance issues, it may be time to consider installing a ramp, as this can easily become unsafe. Ramps allow people who use mobility devices to overcome steps or a height difference at a doorway or entrance. There are general ramp standards you should consider when installing on your own or having someone else install it. All ramps should have a 1 to 12 ratio, meaning that for every inch of elevation, there should be 12 inches of ramping. Here is a picture that can describe this ratio. For example, if the rise or elevation of the ramp is 4 inches, we must multiply that number by 12, making the length of our ramp 48 inches or 4 feet long. Let's talk about handrails now. Handrails are a good addition to the home when balance becomes an issue, especially in areas of the home that require you to shift your weight or alter your footing, like in the bathroom when you are bending down to wash your feet or legs, or when lifting one leg to go up and over into the bathtub. Here are some pictures to depict that. Handrails can assist in supporting your movements and prevent falls from occurring. I suggest having a professional install the handrails straight to the wall. This is the safest option. This way, there is no way that handrail can shift or come out. There are other options, like the suction handrail. However, having them installed professionally is the safest. as the suction can decrease over time, allowing the handrail to shift and become a hazard. These are all options to consider when looking at aging in your home so that you will be safe navigating in it. There are more modifications that you can complete that were not included in this video. So discussing this topic with your primary care physician or healthcare team can open opportunities for further assistance, education, and resources. Thank you all for watching.